Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Sarah and exciting football happenings around the world, Sarah. We have the Champions League, and I will be completely honest. We weren't necessarily going to make a video today about this or anything, but we watched some of the games, or we kind of caught them, and it was just exciting stuff. Yeah. A few Americans had big moments in these games. And so that's kind of our take on it too. You know, the Americans go over European leagues, Champions League, and they're playing, and then they have an impact in the game. That's major.
Yes, we'd love to see it.
Exactly. So we're just going to go over briefly the Arsenal Wolfsburg game, even though and kind of go over the other games briefly. Like there were so many storylines. I always say that. There's always so many storylines.
Such a movie.
So there was 4 games. The first thing I'm going to say toward when we watched the Arsenal game, but one of the reasons why I even was able to watch it is because the Champions League has a YouTube channel. I don't exactly know if it's the official Championships YouTube channel, but they play the match in full. And I don't know if it's just for the American audience or the international audience, but it's such good quality and it's on YouTube. And that's so nice to have it right on YouTube because you can play it from anywhere.
Like everybody has YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Which is so nice. And the quality is so nice.
Beautiful.
So it's inviting to watch. It makes you want to watch it when it's that easy, that accessible to just be able to turn it on and it's right there.
Makes you want to la.
Because so many times people tell us, where to find the WSL games. And a lot of times we don't even know, you know what I mean? So first game, Bayern Munich and the PSG, I did not watch one bit of this game. I don't really know what happened. So
I did not either.
It was 2-1 PSG, but did not watch that. This is the first leg of 2 games. So maybe I'll catch the second one, but it was 2-1. The second game, though, it was Real Madrid versus Barcelona. And I know that was like a hotly contested game. There was a lot of storylines going on in that game. It was very controversial. There was a penalty. It ended up being 3-1 Barcelona. But there was a debatable penalty. And
that's the worst.
And some people think that penalty really just Barcelona was the favorites. And the upset looked possible. It looked like Real Madrid could have the upset. Real Madrid scored in the 8th minute. Going into halftime, it was 1-0 Real Madrid. And then in the 53rd minute, that's when the controversial call happened. And then
Alexia Putellas
scored on a penalty, which a lot of people think that was very controversial. You know, I didn't really watch the game, but what did you guys think? Did you guys think it was controversial? Do you think the VAR? Because a lot of people are saying that horrible penalty and the VAR and ref ruined it. They missed it. We see that a lot in sports.
The ref, yeah.
And in the 81st minute, Barcelona scored, and then by the 81st minute, then in the 90th plus 4 minutes, then Alexia scored again.
Nice.
So, what did you guys think of that match? And also, the second leg. Get this, Sarah. They're going to be, the stadium where they're doing the match has sold out, and it's going to be 90,000 fans have sold out that stadium.
That's insane.
Isn't that wild?
That's a hot amount.
90,000 people. So that's really exciting. I know the Spanish teams, people, especially international, it's like that. They're rock stars.
Love them.
Yeah. As much as, WSL or the rock stars, the Spanish leagues, those players are rock stars over there. So that was exciting. So did anyone watch that game? The other game so here we go. It was Juventus and Lyon. And as we know, Cat Macario and Lindsey Horan play for Lyon.
Ooh, that's right.
So it's always fun to see the Americans go over to the Champions League because I think in America we don't really have anything quite like that, and it's such a big deal over there.
Yeah, it must be a whole new environment.
Exactly. I'll say in the 7th minute, who scores? Cat Macario scores in the 7th minute.
Hey-o.
So they were up. Lyon was up 1-0. Then it was 1-0 until going in the second half. Then in the 62nd minute, Ellie Carpenter got a red card.
Oh, that is rough.
Yeah, and a lot of people are saying that it was a fair red card, but right after that,
What'd she do, beat someone up?
She just pulled someone's jersey down, and most people I saw that it was a pretty fair penalty that they believed it to be. So, after that, that's crushing for Lyon. And then in the 70th minute, Juventus scored. But the controversy came again when it looked like the ball had traveled out of bounds and the Lions person did not call that out of bounds. And then they ended up scoring.
Oh.
So
What a roller coaster.
it was really a tough break for Lyon there. It really should have been called an out of bounds ball. But, I mean, it looked like it was completely out of bounds. And then they scored. Then again, in the 83rd minute, the player who came in was in for like 30 seconds. She was off the bench, came in and scored.
Nice. That reminds me of Tobin's moment.
Yeah, exactly. It was an exciting game. Lindsey Horan played. I was rooting for Lyon, but I actually like the Juventus side. The old Arsenal coach, Joe, is the Juventus coach. But Lyon, can they come back in the second leg? Let's see. Okay, so let's go to the game. Obviously, we were pumped about. Like I said, I wasn't necessarily planning on watching this or not watching this game. But I always catch recaps of Arsenal games, even if I don't watch them live. I watched
Me too.
some of this game live channel because the YouTube channel, you could just play it really easy. I ended up going back and watching it. So it was Arsenal versus Wolfsburg. And I'll say, going into this match, the commentators were talking about how it was pretty much, they were the favorites against Wolfsburg. I think a lot of people were surprised by that, I feel like, seeing what I saw online. First of all, I will say they played at Emirates, which is the big stadium, and the crowd did look a little thin.
Ooh.
I don't know why. Emirates did look kind of thin, and I'm not sure exactly if it was a work night for people or... but as we know, our girl Tobin was not starting. And, she had started a couple games previously, recently for Arsenal. So, I mean, it was a possibility she was going to start, but she didn't. First half, I think a lot of people thought Arsenal was playing well, but a lot of people I kept reading missed opportunities. Midfield looked a little, didn't look as clear as they could look. Beth Mead had a couple bangers that could have gone in. They looked really good. Viv was playing really well. Blackstenius was playing really well. But there was a few too many missed opportunities for Arsenal. We'll say in the 19th minute, Wolfsburg did score, and so 19th minute they're up 1-0. Blackstenius did have an offside goal, so yeah, it was a really pretty shot. So going in the second half, it is 1-0 Wolfsburg. Second half comes. The first kind of notable thing happened is, well, two things. One, in the 67th minute, Wolfsburg, there was a shot, and I'll play it. I do not know how this ball did not go in for Wolfsburg. It went right off the side of the post, and it basically shot projection. It looked like it should have shot into the goal, but it shot right out of the goal.
Oh, what are the odds of that?
I do not know how this ball did not go in. I mean, obviously, it hit the wrong spot, but it was very close. Lucky break for Arsenal, not so much for Wolfsburg.
Yeah.
But it was lucky break. And then in the 68th minute, Beth Mead actually got a yellow card. And I don't know if would you guys think it was a yellow card that she should have gotten? She seemed to protest. I didn't see either which way if people thought it was a fair one, but she got a yellow card. But so what this means, she is not eligible to play in the second leg of really? So that means she is out for the second leg, which might be notable in a second. We might talk about it in a second. Arsenal's playing well. It's an exciting game. These games are very exciting. A lot of people still think Arsenal look good. Wolfsburg might have looked a little better overall. Then, 76th minute, who comes in?
Tobin Heath.
Our girl Tobin. She comes in. I think a lot of people were kind of wish she would have come in earlier, kind of just to see her. She was on the sidelines for a while, and there wasn't a stop and play to get her in. So maybe like a good 3 or 4 minutes, maybe she should have come in earlier, but there wasn't a stop and play. Comes in at the 76th minute, and instantaneously, I will say, she was making plays. She was an impact player as soon as she got in. I thought she looked so good when she came in. She's so fresh. She looked so excited. Then, this is where I screamed. I was watching this live, and Sarah heard me scream. In the 88th minute, there was a foul. One of the players tugged on Viv's jersey. And so free kick, and who's taking it?
Tobin Heath.
And she kicks it. And the way in which it is kicked, I've never seen anything quite like it.
The wind took it.
Okay. Kicks it right on the carpet, right in the middle, right into the line, and there's Lotte Mubben Moy hits it right into the net. beautiful finish, beautiful goal, unorthodox.
Yeah,
it was wild. What did you think of that goal?
Oh, I thought it was beauty. I thought it was like kind of a wild goal. Like, what are the odds like that goes in? You know,
you don't really see goals like that. Because after the game, they were also asked, our reporter asked, Leah Williamson was doing an interview, and she goes, asked Williamson if Heath's free kick was something they've practiced on the training pitch. She says they've been working on bits of creativity like that, but this was off the cuff.
Oh, off the cuff. I like that.
It was so exciting. I screamed. Sarah heard me.
Yeah, love it.
You know, and to see Tobin go in there and really be an impact player, help the team. I mean, what more could you want? Obviously, you want to start, but other than that,
she's got a lot to be proud of.
Yes. So that was exciting. That was in the 89th minute. So it was 1-0 until the 89th minute. I mean, it doesn't get better than that. They go tie, equalizer. It's a tie. And then they end up the game as a draw, which at that point is definitely a win for them because it looked like they were going to lose up until that moment.
Yeah, so that's good.
Exciting game. I mean, seeing Tobin make a difference in the game, I love that. So going back to Beth Mead, maybe Beth Mead can't play next game, so maybe Tobin will be starting.
Oh,
that
would be a good sweet trade-off.
Yes, so Beth Mead can't play. So I'm thinking that means more time for Tobin, to be honest.
Oh, Tobin time. TT.
Yeah, and Beth played really well. Most people say Viv looked really good.
Huge goats.
Yeah, but it was an exciting. What did you guys think of that match? Tobin looked so excited. I mean, play for those Champions Leagues if that's what you want. I mean, what did everyone think of those games? Were you pumped by the Tobin free kick to Lotte Mubben Moy for the goal? I thought Tobin looked great. What did everyone think? They do have their second leg on March 31st, Thursday, March 31st at 10:45 a.m. for us. So Sarah and I, even if we don't watch it live, we're definitely going to watch the replay.
Yeah, for sure.
What did everyone think? Exciting. I think I'm going to be following as close as I can, like I said. What was your thought? Were you pumped? Did you scream? Did your neighbors hear you scream when that Tobin made the free kick? Somebody commented last video,
I'm sure they did.
and they said they were watching one of the games. I forget which one, but they said their neighborhood was shaking because they were screaming so loud.
That's hot.
So were you guys screaming in your neighborhoods? Questions, comments down below.
Did you guys like all my 2 sentences that I had? I was a good hype girl to you today.
Yeah.
I was a good, balance. A lot of oohs, ahs.
That's true.
I'm here to support. What can I say?
What do you guys think? Questions, comments down below. We'll talk to everyone later. Have a great night. Bye.
Bye.